Hello, hello, everybody. I am so excited to get ready for our week 2 of boot camp. This next week coming up, we are going to be talking about our weekly plans. This is going to be really exciting because this is really going to be important vocabulary and important conversation. This is really where the rubber hits the road. This is where we're really talking about our lives. And this is very, very practical signs and information and communication to have with other people. So what I want to do with this video is I want to give you a little short tutorial on some vocabulary that is maybe new for you. We're going to be talking about our week and our day. The topic is a day in the life. So we're going to be talking about your day or a day in your life. So you'll notice I've been signing this whole time. Maybe you're noticing some vocabulary words. Right now, I want to go ahead and hone in on some specific words that are going to really help you this week in your conversation. Okay? So we are going to be talking about our calendar. So the first sign I want to show you is calendar. Now, your non-dominant hand, so I'm right-handed, so this is my left hand, is going to be like the calendar that you put on your wall. And I want you to pretend like you are flipping the page in your calendar. Calendar. You use the C hand for calendar. It's a very accepted sign everywhere. Calendar. So we're going to be talking about our calendar and about our week. Here's the sign for week. Now, if our hand is our calendar, I want you to use your imagination and picture this as your calendar of what you're looking at. And every finger represents a week, right? Monday through Friday on our calendar, you can kind of picture that. That is where the sign week comes from because you're going the whole line, Monday through Friday, week. We're going to talk about some other signs that are associated with the calendar, but for now, we're going to talk about the days of the week. So day is like this, and that's because the sun rises and then the sun sets. Sign for day. Okay, so here we go. Monday, take your M and circle it. Now, some people, depending on where you live, they may do the days of the week backwards like this. It just depends on where you live. They're both very accepted. Okay, so Monday. Tuesday is with a T, Tuesday. Wednesday is with your W. Is this making sense? Wednesday. Now, Thursday, you've got some choices. There are 2 acceptable signs. One is a H rolled, just like we did the other days. Now, why an H? Have you ever seen sometimes on schedules to discriminate between Tuesday and Thursday? Sometimes people write an H to discriminate and to represent Thursday. So that's where that comes from. The other sign for Thursday is TH, and you don't need to swirl it. You just go TH, Thursday. Then Friday is circled again. Now, when it comes to Thursday, whichever one is more comfortable for you, Thursday. I personally use Thursday, but you can choose whichever one is more comfortable with your hands. Okay, again, Friday, F, Friday, and then Saturday is the S for Saturday. Now, when it gets to Sunday, it looks like this, Sunday. Now, I want you to think, why is this Sunday? Well, here's a way to remember Sunday. Sunday is window washing day. You are washing your windows on Sunday. So we would say, we're gonna review these. Go ahead and review with me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Great. Now, I want you again to picture our calendar. This is our calendar. Now, if we were to do something every single Monday, then we would maybe write it down and then we would write an arrow going down every Monday or every Tuesday. We do the same in sign language. If this is something that you do every week, then you take your whatever day of the week is, instead of circling it, you just go straight down. So this means every Monday. This means every Wednesday. This means every Sunday. Okay, great. Now, let's talk about times that we do stuff. That's important when we're talking about our day. So just like we learned last week with our ages, you take your number and you touch it from your chin, and that kind of represents our beard, the age of our beard and how old we are. If you remember, 1, 2, you touched your chin and we brought it out. That meant 2 years old, right? When it comes to time, it's a similar concept. We point to our watch and then we do our number, and that represents that it's the time. So 1 o'clock. Time 1 o'clock. If you want to say 1:30, you would go time 1:30. Remember when we did 30? 30. 1:30. 2:30. And we go 9:30. You get it? But you always want to point to your watch to represent the time. And that's your time. Okay, so now we've reviewed the days of the week. We reviewed how to say every Monday or every week of that day. And then we talked about how to represent time. So I'm going to practice with you. I'm going to give you a phrase and I want to see if you can read it. And then I want you to practice it. And then I'm going to have you practicing your schedule, talking about a day in your life and what that looks like. So are you ready? I'm just going to use the tools that we've already had to talk about something about a day in my life. You ready? Did you get it? Let's do it again. Okay, I said every Monday at 7:30, I do boot camp. Okay, and that's the gist. You're going to talk about your whole day though, right? Pick a day you want to talk about, and you're going to have some vocabulary. You're going to have some signs that you don't know. So this is where you Google ASL and then your word. Okay, so ASL, drive, ASL play, ASL, whatever word you're looking for. I want you to also remember our classifiers. So we did talk about drive last week. So if you drive, I want you to drive somewhere to that place. Okay, make sure we're practicing, making it visual. But now you're going to have to, those vocabulary words that you don't know, go ahead and Google. If you can't find it, then go ahead and prepare to finger spell it. That's great finger spelling practice and great finger reading practice for others. And that's our little tutorial for now. I'm really excited though, and I hope that this video is helpful for you as you prepare for next week boot camp. Now, I'm going to just give you one quick bonus tip. Did you see this? Here's our week. We talked about this a little bit last week. So here's our week. Now, if we wanted to say next week, we don't need to go next week. We don't need to do that. You're going to take the week and then you're going to move it forward. And you go next week. Move it into the future. If you want to do last week, you go last week. Move it into the past. Okay, so now you are ready for next week in boot camp. I can't wait. Have a great week.